Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Alright, alright. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What time is it? Fuck if I know, dude. I don't know what a clock looks like. Do I seem like an intellectual? Come on now, man. Alright, alright. Current time. It is. I believe it is PM. Uh, how do you? It's like 6, right? 6:01 because I was slow. That's fine. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't care. I don't care. I've... Oh God, why is it so loud? My fucking eardrums, dude. Stop with this nonsense. Oh, Pog, Abysma. Good to hear that. Hello, hello. Very, very good to see you. I feel like the narrator.
This is the story of a man named
I don't know. You guys are gonna. Just an accurate representation of average WJSN listener, to be honest. Crying. That's good. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Alright, yeah, don't worry about me setting up the settings at the beginning of the stream. It's fine. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Also, let me know if the audio levels are fucky, because I did not have
This is the story of
time.
a man named Stanley.
Hmm.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
We live in a society.
What buttons to push, how long to push them.
Damn, he's bad at keyboards.
This
you
is
can't
what
hear
employee
narrator?
427
What?
did every day.
I can't change the fucking...
Every year. And although others
Hello?
might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
He quiet? Alright, I'm gonna turn myself down a little bit and then I'll turn up the game for you guys. How's that?
As though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I'm a professional. I know exactly
and
what
then
I'm doing.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
He's not very good at his
job. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Hold on. Alright, so was the narrator okay, or do I need to crank up the volume there? Alright, we'll see now. What is this? Oh, I have a keyboard. Alright, cool, cool. I can't jump. Pressing both mouse buttons moves me forward. I'm getting a lot of achievements.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I just wiped away someone's cancer research or something. Alright. I guess I'm going in here then. Nothing there. Oh. Sabotaging the company. You love it. This is a big office. And honestly, you know, they could really use a fucking janitor. God damn, there's garbage everywhere. Alright. Okay. The fuck? Cool, cool, cool. Cool.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
He's mad. You're mad. I hate Monday. Me too, buddy. What? Who's been sitting in this room and like just 3 people just having a conversation with no desk? Okay, buddy. Stupid ass.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't think I did. Fuck you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
it. Hello, Loot? You good? Is the stream lagging? Is everything? Am I good or what's up? It would be really cool if someone else in the chat could, come into this.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
This place is kind of
Stanley
nice,
simply
though.
stood here, drinking it all in.
This is nice, though. Like, I like the little step in the middle of the room. Oh, you can crouch.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
There we go.
Really worth it.
This is the life. This is it, man.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and
Pick the
reflected
coffee
poorly
cups.
on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Okay, buddy.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I don't know, man. I'm like Artixbo. I don't know what left is. Yeah, this place seems nice.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
$5,000 to jump off the lift. I'll take that fucking deal any day.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
6 minutes and
Good
50
job,
seconds,
Stanley.
people,
Everyone
and I
thinks
die!
you're very powerful.
Alright, so we've already killed ourselves once. Let's see how many times we can do it again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Shut up! I don't care. I don't want you to start complaining about how I'm touching the wrong things again. No,
when Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
and I'm gonna actually cross the elevator.
Well, perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Shut up about your employee lounge.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Suck my ass. Little man, feeble little man.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You can play this game one-handed. Interesting.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Hold on.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you...
Aha!
Really? In the middle of something, do you have zero consideration
you
for
son
others?
of a bitch!
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Shut up.
Look, let me prove it.
Danger
let me prove
everywhere.
that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
What's over here? Let's see what's going on. Just check out all the places. What's in here? Fucking... No card. Really, did you now? I mean, what? You can't expect me to follow orders. I'm a rebellious little guy. Can I go through here? Can I just... No. This is boarded up. I ended up in the office building ghetto? The fuck? What
now
is
listen carefully, this is important.
Oh, no, no.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Fuck you, fuck you. You don't tell me what to do.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Skill issue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Huh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
I mean, I could do as I'm told. However... Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, this works.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley.
Oh, my ending.
You want to know so badly what's out there?
This
You want to
my
find
ending.
out what lies at the end
Fuck
of this
you.
road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
What?
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken
Clipping.
rooms, exposed developer
Clipping.
textures. Is this what you had
This
wanted?
side isn't doing
Was it
clipping.
worth
This is
ruining the
clipping,
entire
though.
story I had written out
Hello?
specifically for you?
Man, fuck you.
Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all
Yes,
for nothing,
Pray.
because
Good
this
to
is
see
what
you,
you wanted to see.
Pray.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange
No!
and unknowable desires of yours.
I do what I
What
wanna.
would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
Yes.
Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yes.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go.
What?
A third option.
That looks so
this already
ratchet.
feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
This is bad.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No. I see.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'm thinking no. I think you suck.
A 1? I mean, I
You
can understand
suck.
if you had reservations.
Fuck
you saw
you.
ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself
Oh, hey, that's
mechanically
where I
and
just was.
artistically.
Cool.
But a 1?
I want to go back
That's
there.
not
That was
even
way
helpful.
cooler.
What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
Hey, man, you asked.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What? Hello? Worldwide leaderboard. Oh god, it's just gonna be full of Chinese children on the grind. Damn. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, seeing the competition. Alright. Only the worst 30% of players says the blue door. Huh. I mean, honestly, this is pretty accurate. Like, to how good I am at most video games. But I'm gonna keep going down this path. You'll like it? I'm sure you will.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I like the insult. I like the insult of putting me last. Good
Hey,
job.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working
Just
on.
ignored
and now
my
would be
feedback?
a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
What a bitch.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay.
In this game,
What?
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire,
plant.
you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's
As
effective?
funny as that would be,
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Fuck you and fuck your baby. Sayonara, sucker.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Honestly, both.
Because
Both.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not
This
even going to
plant.
try.
Give me the
I'm out.
plant
I'm out.
DLC.
I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
I'm sure it was,
oh,
bud.
hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Accurate.
Let's see. What do we have here?
Hell yeah, I get to play a different game.
Yes. This
Life
seems
is
like
good.
it'll work. Let's give it
I'm
a
stuck.
shot.
Okay, good. I got stuck behind the plant. I trapped myself. Huh? Oh, it's this game.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
I
What is our
love this
motivation?
game. Oh,
But it
Firewatch
seems
was so
obvious
good.
to me that
I
you
never
were meant
played
to
it.
play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
I don't think that's how
perhaps
the
for
game
some
is
sort
played,
of
but
twisted, erotic purpose.
I don't think that's how the game went.
Yes, that must be it.
That-
What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's
Firewatch
venture
is a
outward and see what else is
Okay.
out there.
Buddy. Minecraft door sound? Interesting. I think there's cool stuff in here. What was that? I heard a bang. Wow. That's nice. That's honestly quite a view. No, I went the wrong way. Because of course I did. Why would I expect myself to be any better at this game than I am most games? I do like the propane though. Honestly, I would be terrified on a tower like this. I do not like being far up on things I rate as unstable and unsafe. Oh god, my frames are dropping from how open this is.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness,
Honestly,
Stanley.
this is...
What a close call.
That's actually nice.
We wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Thank heavens we avoided it.
Can I fit
We're
through
out
there?
of the woods now, Stanley.
Actually, we're in the woods.
I'm going to get us out of here.
I completely forgot water. Hold on.
Preferably something with walls.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta go grab water. There we go. I am back. I'm a professional. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. And because I've once again lost my bottle, I'm using a bowl.
Big, insurmountable
bowl of water.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What in the... Oh,
wonderful.
No.
See, this is exactly what
I don't want to play fucking
just a nice
Rocket
big
League.
box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now,
I'm gonna
this
go through the blue
is
door.
game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I'm going through the blue door.
Okay,
I
so what
fucking
exactly
hate
do we
Rocket
do
League.
here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
Oh,
we shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
I love me
yes,
some...
I think surely we must.
Bad
okay,
game.
Stanley, here's the ball.
Rocket
Have
League.
fun.
No, fuck you. I got bigger fish to fry. Sayonara!
What are you doing?
Ah! What the fuck?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Oh.
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Okay, so... This is my story now. I'm in charge. I can't see shit. Yeah, well, I don't like Rocket League Abysmus, so you are bad. I think I fell off. I think I fell off from my own story. Oh. Hello. Hey. This place is familiar. Is this... It's so dark. You guys seeing okay? Because I can barely see it. And I can turn up the brightness for you though if you want. SCP? I don't know. This kind of just looks like, well, the game that we started in. Alright, that's good. Ah. And back home. Yo, what's in there? Wacky. So there's no narrator. I've successfully... Oh, there was light. I've successfully...
I wonder what he found.
Oh, damn it.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. Yes. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
I'm very happy.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
You're mad.
I can wait.
You suck. Hello? Oh. Oh. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Then back
what
to this.
What did it mean?
Alrighty.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know, I'm not. Should I
When Stanley came to a set
do as
of
I'm
two open
told?
doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way
I
to
wanna
the
go
meeting
see that
room, and Stanley
break
knew
room
it
again.
perfectly well.
The
Perhaps
break
he
room
wanted to
was fun.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something darker.
Hello? Something darker? Seems like a pretty innocent room to me. What are you talking about? Something darker, bub?
Yes, really
Let
worth
me
it
hump the
being
couch.
here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Oh. There we go. This is the life. Can I... Oh, it would be so cool if I could break the lamp.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with
you
this
know?
room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Suck
It's
my
possible
egg.
that this is why everyone left.
Good. Fuck them. I don't need them. This is my story. I'm in charge here. You can't tell me nothing.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Your mom. I'm gonna try to get up there. There we go. Again. Oof. That's nice. That's nice. That's what we like to say. What does these say? Be my Valentine. No thanks. I hate Mondays again. Okay, wow, this is the second person to own an I hate Mondays mug. Coffee nut. Very cool, very cool. Oh, that says something. I want to see it. I want to see it. Nope, alright, fuck this shit.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
What is this?
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I don't know about that one, Chief. I think I go here now. Oh, cool. Dark basement. Let's fucking go.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Exactly.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Okay. A lot of stuff down here.
From here, it's, left.
I don't want to go left. I want to go this way. I don't... Fuck you. I make my choices. Can I go back? No. What kind of elevator was that? It only went down.
No,
okay.
it's to the right. My mistake.
Well, I mean, I wanted to go over here anyway.
No, no, not the right.
Okay.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
What an
What
asshole.
was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, honestly, like, this guy is getting on my nerves a little. He's telling me what to do, and I don't like that.
See, we went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is
sure?
absolutely, definitely this way.
Whatever, dude. Anything back here? No, nothing. I mean, honestly, that's an impressive plant they've got.
No.
What is this?
This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a
Is this the-
spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Damn.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Oh,
And this
no.
time, suppose we don't wander so far off
Fuck
track.
you.
hmm?
Don't tell me what to do,
Okay,
bitch
from
boy.
the top.
I'll do the exact same thing again if I have to.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Shut up.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah. Monday. Alright. I'm gonna go sit on the plane again.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted
Listen,
the game
bud,
over, completely fresh.
like-
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley,
I don't...
did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you?
Yeah, I thought
I'm the one who
you
wrote the
keep
story.
saying that you're in charge,
Right
and then
here
when
just
you
a minute
aren't, then
ago.
you're just
I
mad.
know for sure that it's here
And
somewhere.
now you're telling me to
Okay,
fix it,
then.
you fucking
It's
asshole.
an adventure.
Mm,
Come, Stanley.
I like this
Let's
one.
find the story.
Sure. Let's find the story. Ooh, I wanna go into the white room. Oh, guess not. The fuck am I now? Huh? Okay. No, this is bad. I don't want to go this way. What is happening?
I'll say
hello?
it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to
I'm
restart
gonna
the
go
game
this
again?
way now.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Hey, bud, I think you broke the game. That weren't me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hey,
Stanley
Doc.
decided to go to the
How you
meeting
doing?
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I mashed the E key because it makes keyboard noise.
Okay, yep, it's
Right.
worse. I
Oh,
might be
let me
remembering
back.
this wrong.
Yeah, I am
It's
in the back
possible
room.
the story is
Let me
back
out.
where we just
Let me
came
out of
from.
here.
Why don't we go back the other
Oh,
direction
no.
and see if we missed anything?
Okay, thank you. We're finally me and the narrator are working together. We're finally on. Hello? Okay, weird. Minecraft Gamer Kid is back? I don't know what that means, but okay. Cause damn it.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
Excuse me?
The story. Here it comes.
This doesn't look familiar. This looks like, oh, that one. Okay, that one's cool. This looks like the
No, wait, never mind.
relaxation
Not the story.
tour.
Okay, let's head back the other
Oh,
way
God.
and retrace our steps.
This man is completely losing it, man. I don't. Excuse me?
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize
Okay,
this
good.
place
It's
at
not
all.
just me, because
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but
looks
I
like
believe
the
my
average
story
house
took
for
place
sale
an
in
office
Germany. Am I
building.
right, Abisma?
Is that correct?
Oh,
Do you remember,
inside joke.
Stanley?
In Top's room.
Well, do you know what?
Paste.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be
Can I
doing,
go through the
how
window?
about this? You win!
fuck
Congratulations!
See, I
You
told you
put
I
in
was
a
good
lot
at
of hard
games.
work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Told you I was skilled.
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in
Oh,
any
fuck
actual
you,
work
dude.
for
I
that
don't
win.
care. I
Some
don't put in
people
any
win
work
fair
for
and square,
anything.
and this
DNC?
was not one of those situations.
DNC? I win.
Okay,
I
I'm
winned it.
getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
This place is great.
I
What
don't
do you
care
mean?
what might happen this time. I
This is
have
very
to restart.
soothing.
All right, I've got a solution.
Hello?
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just
Okay.
follow the line. How
Trademark.
simple is that?
I think I go here. But lots of cool stuff. Alright. Anyway, I'll follow the line. I'm gonna go this way. Is Clown the guy talking for real? Clown is the narrator. This is so sad.
No, I'm
Oh.
done. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. Okay, we'll do the line. Fine. Can I close the door? No. Ah! Yo! I love solitaire. Can I play solitaire in this game? Honestly, probably more fun. Alright. Let's see what we've got here, man.
You see,
Boxes.
the line knows where the story is. It's
Why is
over
it
in this
Taking
direction.
such
Onward,
inconvenient
Stanley,
routes.
to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even
Oh
if
my
there's no
God.
story there?
Stop
Or to put it another way,
philosophizing, man.
is the story of no destination still a story?
No, man, ask
Simply
the
by the
Jews.
act of
I
moving
don't know.
forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being
Eh?
via the very manifestation
Eh?
of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute.
Oh,
Just stick
shut
with me.
up.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence.
What the fuck
right?
are you talking about?
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside
can't really
of your
follow that,
subjective
bud.
experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa,
Let me out of here. I'm
Hang on.
stuck in here with a
That
fucking
could've been weird back
lunatic, bro.
there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was
Let
going.
me
with all
out.
that. You know what? I think what we need right now
Oh,
is a bit of music to lighten
Whoa.
the mood.
Oh, rift. What the fuck? I can't follow that. Okay, well this is funky. This is groovy. The fuck? Dude, whoever painted these lines, dude, they're not very good at their job. Okay, somehow got behind the fucking pipes. Oh, hitting them sick drifts. Oh, and away we go. Nope, nothing. What the fuck is this place? Oh, this looks like the elevator room where all of this started. Ooh, monthly ledgers, hello. I'm gonna go this way instead. Oh, get juked. Ranked. Oh, this doesn't look like it's very functional. I don't think this is the most optimal route. I think we should use Google
Wait,
Maps.
cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern
Fuck you.
will be very important
I'm done.
later in
Fuck
the
you. I'm
story.
gone.
Make
No,
sure
Visva got
you
it ad.
study
I'm
it.
sorry.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Hello?
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley
I'm
Parable,
going
right?
this way.
The story? Is any of this ringing?
Oh, God.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us?
What's
and after
that?
we trusted you, after
Well,
everything we've been
there's
through,
weird squiggles on that one.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, okay. Listen, man, I don't like being manhandled like that. Don't just restart me like this.
You know what, Stanley? I say
What?
forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people,
God.
right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start
God.
wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I wanna go this way. I wanna go this way. I wanna go pretty much every way that isn't the way you want me to go because I fucking hate you. You son of a bitch.
Now, yes, this
Is
is
this exciting?
Just me and Stanley
this
forging
content?
a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
I want our story
Whatever
to
it
be the
might
tale
be,
of how
Stanley. I'm ready
not
for
listening to you anymore, Mr. Man. Trying to tell me what to do with my life. I won't stand for it, I tell ya. I won't stand for it. No, we're going back. Fuck you. You can't make me progress, you game, you stupid bitch. Okay, fine. He can make me progress the game, whatever, dude. Like I care. I'm gonna be honest. Not a lot happening.
Oh, no, not you again.
Trademark.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
Okay.
Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
The trademark is funny. I like that. I think I will follow the line now. Now I will follow it. Oh, I can't get up there, sadly. That's a fucking downer, dude. I was really hoping I could follow the line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
I'm opposing the direction
so I
that's
know
been
that
given.
each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere
I'm gonna
at the
meditate
place where
on the
we're
ground.
trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Fuck is this guy
so
on?
starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where
I
we're
don't
going?
care.
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
No, I want to go through this one. Oh, you fucking prick. Oh, makes no.
Oh,
Hello.
hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me?
No one.
Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? Oh. No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
I don't care.
And the timer stopped?
Honestly, I'm more inclined to side with the game than the narrator at this point.
The, whatever it is that made this
fucking
schedule.
wobbling around the room like a maniac now.
Will someone come for us?
That's
something
no, you idiot. Nothing happens. That's the whole. Oh my god, this guy is so dumb. I swear, dude.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Oh my god.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
What the fuck was that? That was not a... That sound made my skin crawl.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I wonder if I could have followed some of those orders on that wall, and then I can just keep it going. Huh? Awaiting input. Let me just hump onto the chair real quick. I wanna input. Cool. Huh? Just making sure of all the places I can and can go. Oh, I can close that door. Interesting. I can close the doors. Very cool. Oh. Well, hello there, little fella. I'd love to come by and say hi to you. But it doesn't look like I can, so... Can I close this door? No.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure, I'll enter the door on my left. What if I just go with the confusion ending again? Just double down.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Chocolate.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah, that seems like a good company. This is how I run my business. Oh, this is a timeless classic.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around
this
and
one
got
because
back
it was
on
great.
track.
Let's see what we've got here. We've got duct tape.
There was nothing here.
Wire
no choice
or
to
rope.
make, no path to follow, just an empty
wrench,
broom closet.
some
No
duct
reason
tape,
to still be here.
a wrench, pliers, that, stuff.
It was baffling that Stanley was still
Can I
just
climb
sitting in
this?
the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Oh, he implied the word fuck! Alright, I like this narrator guy now.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Fucking try and
Standing
stop me,
around
bozo.
doing nothing? Why? Please offer me
practicing
some
my dance
explanation here.
moves.
I'm genuinely confused.
No. I'm just grooving.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Nope, I will
But it
sip.
didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Let me know when me getting spamming control gets very annoying and painful for your eyes, by the way.
Maybe
Because
to
I'm sure
you,
it
this
will
is
at some
somehow
point.
its own branching path.
It is my own
Maybe
branching path.
when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your
Damn.
friends find this concerning.
I think they've come to expect this behavior from me.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really
Okay,
stupid.
well that's
He
just
probably only
uncalled
got
for.
the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he
Okay.
is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Stanley sounds like a fun guy. You do find it concerning, Luke?
Well, I've
that's
come
a
to a
problem.
very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Source?
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your
how am
body
I
is
gonna
taken
alert
care of
someone
before it begins to decompose.
when I'm dead, you fucking idiot?
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
Oh,
The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
The subtitle was wrong! Oh my god, you're so stupid, Mr. Narrator. What if I just don't do that, though? Maybe I'll take a... That spillage? Man, that's yucky, dude. And take a slight step outside.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I don't know about that one, Chief. I think I'm going back in here.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an
Looks
entire
like
species of
home.
invalids.
Whoa,
Perhaps
buddy.
there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky.
This guy
I'll
is...
just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
This guy is very mean for very little reason. I feel like he didn't have to insult me like that. I think he could have just left it. Please step out of the closet. I don't know, man. I'm feeling like staying in here, but honestly, whatever. You know, fuck you.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
you
boss's
insulted
office.
me. Fuck you. Die.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Okay.
He might be
There was no
fired
work
for
going
that.
on.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Hello?
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single
Usually
moment
people
for no reason at
who are
all.
crazy see stuff
None of
that
it made any
isn't
logical
there,
sense.
not
And
don't
as
see
Stanley
things
pondered
that
this,
are.
he began to make
I don't
other
know.
strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Science, man.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Oh, God.
He yelled. This is all a dream.
Is it though?
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So
You
he imagined himself
dreaming about
flying
your
and
workplace.
began to gently
Yikes,
float
bud.
above the ground.
Ah!
Then he imagined
I don't like
himself
that.
soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much
Hello?
fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice
Honestly,
describing
quite
me,
incredible.
thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Oh
And
my
while he
god,
thought it all
stop.
very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
Yes.
the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing
I'm
the
sorry
voice
to hear
speak
that.
these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of
drugs.
himself too. Surely,
I'm apparently
if he could
addicted
just...
to drugs and hookers. So
He would prove it. He
You
would
know, that
prove that
explains
he
it.
was in control, that this was a dream.
I am in control. This
So
is
he
a dream.
closed
I'm
his
going
eyes
away.
gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Wake the fuck
He
up,
felt the
bitch.
cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Okay. Yeah.
the fresh air of a world
Hello?
outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Okay.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
That's
Let me
not
go back
very
to my
nice.
job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
That's
It's
really
all I
sad,
want.
Stanley. I'm sorry to
I
hear
want
that.
my apartment and my wife
I'm married? Hello?
and my job. All I want is my life exactly
I thought I was just
the way it's
working my
always
life
been.
away at an office for
My
like
life
$1 an
is
hour.
normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
And remember,
I
no
am
Russian.
Okay.
Well, isn't this problematic? I will get into the car now. I am leaving.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley.
POV
I have a
Maxi.
boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
How the
I
fuck is
must
Stanley
be real.
married
I
for
must
real?
be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am
Well, you
I?
see, I am Stanley. It
And
is
everything went black.
in the name of the game. It is the Stanley Parable.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But
Who's
on this
that?
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to
Oh,
himself,
no,
and
come
then
on.
collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that
Looks pretty
moment,
normal to
she
me.
thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I
Yeah, I
know
know,
what is
right,
real and what isn't.
It's a skull
It
moment.
was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her
Oh
life.
my god, dude.
She had no time for this.
I don't
So
care
it
about
was
this
only a
woman's story.
moment
Woman
that she
moment.
stood there, staring down at the body,
Woman moment.
and then she turned and ran.
What a bitch. Oh no. I don't want to be back here, man. I don't want to be back here. I really don't. I don't. This, you know what? Fuck you. I'm staying in here, man.
But
Last
Stanley
time you
simply
killed me.
couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had
Okay.
to make a decision? What if a
Okay.
crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Why does
He
this
had never
chair
been
have
trained
no
for that.
collision? Hello?
No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
But yeah, honestly, I'm
And
kind of
here I can
surprised
be
that
happy, forever.
Stanley is married.
I will be happy.
Didn't think he would be able
Stanley
to get bitches.
waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by?
Yeah, like
he no longer had the ability to tell.
He doesn't have
But
anywhere to
the one
be.
thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
I don't know, man.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Me waiting to fall asleep at night. Oh. Okay. Well, alright then. Fine.
All of his co-workers
We'll play your
were gone.
fucking game.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Yeah.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're gonna go to a meeting room, alright, you son of a bitch. Hello? This doesn't look right. Hold on, did I miss something? Hold on. Something's up here. No, I go. No branching paths. So that's where I started off. Hold on.
Stanley went around
Yeah,
touching
yeah,
every
yeah,
little
yeah.
thing in the office,
Cry
but it
about
didn't
it.
make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Right. So this is normal. This is where I'm supposed to. Put. All right. Cool. 2 bars now. Very cool. Fuck your computer. All right. So. All right. And then I'm just making sure that there's nowhere else I can go. This doesn't look right. Am I insane? This isn't right. This doesn't look like the hallway here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure, I'll enter the door on my left.
Yet
right,
there was not a
this place
single
again.
person here
Everything else
either.
seems fine.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
No, shut up.
Stanley
I'm
decided
not.
to go up to
No,
his boss's office.
I am
coming
normal.
to a staircase.
I am normal.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I am in control of my mind. Shut up, Loot. Whoa, this place is nice. Oh my god. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. I take a doo-doo. I'm not in the mirror, which is concerning. Hello, why is that reflecting so hard? I'm just touching everything in my boss's bathroom, you know, as you do. Oh. I want to break out! Can I flush? There's no flush on this toilet. Hello? There it is. That's a nice painting, though. The story of Drupet descent into madness. Oh, shut up! This is not the story of a man named Drupet. It's Stanley. Can I hold on? Can I parkour along the, climb the toilet, go along the window, get on that, climb the plant, and then get into the sink? That's what I want to do. That. I can't even get on the toilet anymore. This is fucking bullshit. I will fuck this nonsense. I'm gone. Howdy. No secretary, nothing. Really? Interesting. What's through here? That's disturbing. Hello? You sure we should keep that up? That doesn't seem very okay. Elevator. I would go up, thank you. Up. This is a nicer elevator than the last one, that's for sure. Oh, it even got music, nice. This is way nicer than the last elevator. The last elevator took me into his business. No, I understand business. I can respect business. It's just like, you don't admit to your business strategy. You know, you gotta deny it the whole way through until you get busted by the people as not a good company. We're going up for a long ass time. I thought we were like already like at the top of the stairs. Pick me up more. No, 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 no. What? Oh, oh. Does this actually take me anywhere? Or am I just losing my mind in an elevator now? You go. Down. I don't know, man. I don't get it, personally. I don't get it. But, I'll just close those. Oh, these doors are locked.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I am the boss now.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Yeah.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Sure. Just having a look around. Making sure I'm not missing anything. These seem nice. Very nice. Very nice. Nice painting. Nice paintings. Nice book.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Not twiddling my thumbs.
Trying
I'm
to input
touching
anything
things.
on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Fine. Nope, that's not it.
2845.
5555. 2845. Yes?
Yet incredibly, by simply
Wow.
pushing random buttons on the keypad,
What?
Stanley happened to input the correct code by
I'm
sheer
blind.
luck. Amazing. He stepped into the
What the
newly
fuck?
opened passageway.
Okay. Well, isn't this interesting? This is very dark. I guess we're going down. Maybe this elevator actually works. Who knows? Alright, let's see what's going on here then.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for
Disgusting
years it had
socialists.
never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Disgusting. Disgusting. Workers' rights.
Stanley
thinking for
walked straight
yourself?
ahead through the large
Horrible.
door that read Mind Control
Escape.
Facility.
No, thank you. I think I'd rather mind control people. That sounds more fun.
The lights rose on an enormous room
That's
packed
where we
with
were before.
television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Adios. Huh?
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it.
I would do that.
And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do
What's up, Top?
something about this little goof of ours.
How
So
you doing, man?
here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more,
Yes.
more.
See, now you get
I'm
it.
here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs.
I
How
would
about
like to
this?
fly.
We wrote a new piece of music just
Oh.
for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a
Thanks.
secret that's just for you. That's how special you are.
Yes.
We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Okay, let me hear it. All right. You know, the song is bad, but like the lyrics are really deep, and I really like them. I am special, yes. Yeah, sure, I'll take small wings and fly. This is great. Amazing. Are you sure this isn't Lemon Demon? I don't know what you're talking about, Abisma. This sounds like something Lute would listen to with his bad taste in music. The garbage he listens to, Christ's sake. Nope. That's it? That's... wow. Really? Oh, he's mad.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone.
Yeah,
Finally,
baby!
This is great.
Yeah!
Himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
I did.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's great. Listen to a Lemon Demon song? I will later, I guess, if you remind me. Bip, 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 bip. Fuck yeah, time to be naked at the office because there's no one here. I'm taking my pants off. Damn, this place kind of, honestly, this is like, no, I was not, see, this hallway wasn't blue. I wasn't crazy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Yeah,
he
well, I
entered
would like
the
to
door on
actually
his
like
left.
see the mind control facility now because I wanted to see if I could walk off the edge, and it turns out that
Yet there was
I
not
could.
a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Whoa,
decided to
I
go
got
up
lost.
to his boss's office, hoping
All
he
right.
might find an
Thanks,
answer.
Abisma.
Coming to a staircase,
Yeah,
Stanley walked
yeah.
upstairs to his
I
boss's
get it, old
office.
man. I get it. I understand the story. I know what I'm doing.
Stepping into his manager's
What up,
office, Stanley was once
bitch?
again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean?
4, 5 or
Stanley
something?
wondered aloud to nobody.
No.
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Fuck you, buddy.
That kind of anxiety
Anyway, no
isn't
top.
healthy,
IQ
so he
is bullshit,
relaxed
so
for
no
a few moments
thanks.
with some calming new age music.
I would not take that. Oh, fuck you, asshole. I'm too smart, and now you're trying to hold me back. Granted, Lou told me the code, but don't worry about it. Are you trying to hold me back from achieving my
Feeling
dreams?
soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened
No, fuck you.
passageway.
I'm not walking into an open passage. Fuck you. I'm staying away from it. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. I'm leaving. I'm going back. I'm gonna keyboard. Let me out. Let me out, man. I want to go home. Fucking... This guy, man. While I'm looking at the stream, there is nothing visible. Well, there we go. Well, we're elevatoring. Alright. Alrighty. No. Sparks, very cool.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Hello. Would you be a snail for 20 years? You'd get to be in your 20s for 10 extra years. I mean, that depends. Does that 20 years come out of my, like, natural life?
The lights rose on an enormous
Or,
room
like,
packed with television
do I lose
screens.
20 years of my life
What
to be
horrible
20 for
secret
another
did this
10?
place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
'Cause
Did he
that's-
have the strength to find
Like,
out?
regardless, it's a bad deal. I would not take that deal by any means, but, like, I just want to know how bad. Button.
Now the monitors jumped to life,
Whoa.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
don't
nothing.
want to do it again. I want to jump again. I want to hear that amazing piece of music. But no, we must do other things. I will do that in my spare time. Okay, button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Damn, I kinda don't care. Like,
No,
honestly.
he
Whoa.
refused to believe
Fuck,
it.
why are we
He
going up?
couldn't accept
Oh,
it.
shit.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
Nah,
Was it even
no,
possible?
thanks, Top. I
Had
think
he
I would rather
truly
not be a
spent
snail
his
for 20
entire
years.
life utterly blind to the world?
Oh god, this hurts my eyes. What? Hello.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
Fine.
labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Fine.
Walking, eating,
My
working,
favorite
all
emotion.
been monitored and
Fine.
commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again
But,
exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
But would I, though? Because I'm thinking freedom, sure, anarchy and all that. However, alright, until say the top. However, I could control all of my co-workers. I think I go with this one.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you
gone.
enslaved all
I'm
these
gone.
years, you go and you try
No
to take
proof.
control of the
Source.
machine for yourself.
Source.
Is that what you
Source.
wanted? Control?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I
Oh,
wanted.
Stanley, well, I applaud your effort, I really do. But
Fuck
you need
you.
to understand,
I don't
there's
need your
only so
praise.
much that machine can do. You
One,
were
two.
supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Can I go up
If
here?
you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do
What is
much
that?
better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
I see.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Well,
How long until detonation then?
this
let's
is
say,
problematic now, isn't it?
2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
That's
It's your
interesting.
time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Yeah, this
What a
is
shame
great.
we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
This is
But what
4. Hold on,
precious
where's
moments
3?
each one of them is.
Hold on.
More
I'm gonna
time to
press all
talk
the
about
buttons.
you, about me, where we're going, what all this means.
I
I
don't
barely
care.
know where to
Oh,
start.
fail safe. Hello?
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
No. I
All
don't
right,
care.
I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly
You're
what happened
mad.
to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
Hello?
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
3.
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing.
okay.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's
Yellow.
quite rich. I almost
4
hate
is
to
up
see
there.
it go. But I'm sure whatever I
I
come
don't
up
know what
with
I'm
on the
doing.
next go-around will be even better.
I don't have a lot of
My
time
goodness,
left, though.
only 34 seconds left. But I'm
Yeah.
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Oh,
These
appreciate
are
it.
precious additional seconds, Stanley.
Much
Time
appreciated, my
doesn't
man.
grow on trees.
Much
Oh,
appreciated.
dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
I
mean,
might
look
have
at you,
made that
running
assumption.
from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No,
okay, but wait.
these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Exactly.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this
'Cause you're an
video
idiot.
game can be beaten? Won?
Yes.
Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
I don't care.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
Man, fuck you.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Okay.
To see you made humble. This is not a
Well,
challenge.
actually...
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to
You know
struggle.
what, fuck it.
30
I'm out of
seconds
ideas.
until a big boom and
Yeah,
then nothing.
what up?
No ending here.
What up,
Just you
bitch?
being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail
Yeah,
life?
no.
Or will you let it go
On.
peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
Fuck
Or
you.
don't. It's all the same to me. All
I'm
a
not
part of
feeding
the
into
joke.
your power
And believe
fantasy,
me,
man.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Okay. Well, I think it's safe to assume I might have died. I have a theory that I might no longer be alive. However, I want to get on there. Actually, wait, these windows are big. I want to get in here. I want to... Oh! Content? Oh!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Was
He
it?
then praised the game for its insightful and witty
Did I?
commentary into the
Did
nature
I?
of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Shut up.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
That's interesting. It's
Why
interesting.
don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
This is
Okay,
nice.
I'm over it
This
now.
is nice.
What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
Probably
Would
not.
I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
I don't really
Oh,
care.
now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
No.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration?
I kinda
and
wanna
this
do
is
it
rich.
now.
Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I've built up the other option
That
so
phone?
much that I'm going to stop talking
Hello?
and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
This one. I want to answer the phone now, Mr. Guy Man. Fine, yes. Whatever, dude. Let me out. Oh my god. You fucking prick. You son of a bitch. No. Restart? Fuck you. Fuck you. No. No. Fine, I'll restart. Fucking begin the game again. Shut up. Shut up. Stupid. This doesn't look
All
right.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Hello?
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is this where the meeting room is? Interesting. This doesn't look right, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. This doesn't... I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be. Oh. Oh. Dog mode. Oh, I love it.
Stanley went around touching every little thing
How
in
could
the
I not
office,
with the
but
dog
it didn't
mode?
make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, you're just mad because I'm in dog mode now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think I've done enough
This
listening
was
to this
not the
fucking
correct
guy.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
He
perfectly
blew
well.
me up. I don't
Perhaps he wanted to
appreciate that.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
This is
Standing
nice.
now in this
is
incredible
nice.
room,
Anyway.
Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business,
eager to
Stanley
get-
took
shut
the
up.
first open door on his left.
Your mother. Fine. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll
Stanley
finally
was so
go
bad
on the
at following
lift.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Misuse. I wonder if I can just jump off of it. Oh.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet.
Well.
Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below.
Peace out, motherfucker.
You know what? But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, this office seems to I made that comment about
All
the
of his
janitor
co-workers
earlier.
were gone. What could
This
it mean?
is worse. It's how
Stanley
are you
decided
getting
to go to the
messier?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, for real. I would rather die than play the game PBH. And I'm out of dog mode now, which makes me sad. No dog sound effect. Now we're back to the keyboard. I'm gonna just shut off all their computers, because fuck this company, honestly. It does not seem very good. And the paper stop here.
When Stanley came to
Man,
a
fuck
set
you.
of 2 open doors,
Yeah.
he entered the... This was
I
not
think
the
this
correct
way.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wow, what a
Stanley
great
felt
room.
lightheaded,
0 out of
butterflies
10.
in his stomach. But eager to get back
I'm
to
not
business,
listening to him
Stanley
talk
took the
about the
first
room 8
open door on
different
his
times.
left.
I did not. Fuck you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, now I'm gonna stay on the
Look,
lift.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Have we
I'm not
been?
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else
It
can
really
be difficult,
is.
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Oh boy, do I get to meet my wife? Oh, I had my hands on the wrong place
This
on
is
the
it,
keyboard.
Stanley.
Honestly, I think I might
Your
be as
chance
stupid
to
as he thinks I
redeem
am.
yourself, to
Fuck
put
you.
your work
I'm gone.
aside, to let her back into your life.
Fuck you!
She's been waiting.
I really want to kill myself again. This is in the context of the game, of course, Twitch. Please no ban. My wife lives in a storage room? Hello? Can I go through here? I don't really want to meet women. Women are kind of yucky. Women are ew. Hello? My wife lives in the void? Ah! It pulled me in! I got fucking yanked. Yeah, but it's okay though. You're okay. You're okay. But you know. Black screen. Hello? This, oh. What? Oh, whoa, okay. That
That's
was
her,
weird.
Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
an hour and I still haven't gotten to new content. I don't know what the new content is or how to get to it. So and also we got to the bottom of that one room and heard that rockin' song. So fuck you.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Oh no.
Hold on, sweetie.
No.
Sorry to keep you
No.
waiting.
Let me
I'm
go.
just pulling the bread out of the oven.
No. Let me away. Let me out. Let me out. Also,
Okay, there we go.
I don't
All right, now, I
think
want
so,
you to come
bud.
in and tell me all about
Your damn
Gotcha.
Hey, baby, how you
Oh,
doing?
come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on
Shut
here.
up, dickhead. Fuck you, I'm gone.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
I thought I always was, dickhead. I made you think. Okay then, well, brick wall, I guess. Hey, baby.
This is a very sad story
Hello?
about the death of a
Hello?
man
No,
named
let me out!
Stanley.
Let me out! Let me out!
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
I'm sure
he has a
is.
job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential
nice
nature
abs,
of
though.
his existence.
I would fuck. El Bozo?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to
I
do.
see.
Now
There's a
he's
nice
pushing a
interior
button.
decoration.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen
Is
this
he
life.
though? I feel like, oh, you're in my story now.
But in his mind, he
Like,
can go
you
on
know,
fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
damn.
And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
This guy is pretty mad, it seems.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his
Oh my
co-workers, his
God.
boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Okay.
So he went further. He
I'm
imagined that he
pressing
came to
buttons.
2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to
Spend
behold.
time with the boys, for real. T.
As he wandered through this
Damn,
fantasy
wifey.
world, he began to fill it with
What
many
you
possible
doing?
paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round
slime.
room with monitors and mind controls. And down
I'm gonna
another
jump
was a
through that
yellow
window.
line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh my god, wow, this is so meta, dude. That's
It was
crazy.
such
I
a
don't
wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
Exactly.
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more
Exactly.
time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh. Oh. I like that one. I like that one. That was a good one. Oh.
And I'm trying to tell him
Nighttime
this,
mode.
that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
I don't
But he
care.
won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here,
Yeah.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I won't do it. I will sit here doing nothing, Mr. Man, because you told me to not do it and you keep complaining. And I don't want you to call me stupid again or say that I'm addicted to cocaine and hookers. So I will not do it. There's fucking dust in my water. What the fuck? Yo, this is not sanitary. Hold on. Wait. I'm just trying to get the... This really is a descent into madness. No, it's not. I'm perfectly sane. Fuck you. No, I can see it in the fucking water. Get the fuck out, you son of a bitch. Motherfucker. Come on. Oh, got it. POV Estonia. Okay. Weird jab, but okay. I'm gonna press all the other buttons. You know, I'm gonna try to climb out because I feel like this will just... I'm not pressing T. Fuck you. I don't want to press T. I want to climb. I want to go somewhere, be something, do someone. Hello? What? Fine. I'll...
You see? Can he just not hear
I
me?
literally did
How
what
can
you
I
told
tell
me.
him in a way that he'll
Fuck
understand
you.
that every second he
Oh my
remains
God,
here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can
Kill
I make him
yourself,
look
the
at
game.
himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
Yeah, exactly. You
But
suck.
I don't make the
You suck.
rules. I simply play to my intended purpose.
You
the
are
same as
bad.
Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Oh my God,
I'll
shut up.
try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I see. Well, that wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice at all. I did not appreciate that. There we go. That's what we're doing. That's there we go. All right. What are we? Oh, no. 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 Let me out, please. I didn't mean to, man. I didn't mean to. No, you motherfucker. You son of a bitch. You let me out. Alright, so this is the
All of
story
his
of a man
co-workers were
called
gone.
Stanley.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Up. I am Stanwell, as they call me. What creative new path could I take that would change the fate of the story completely? Should I go back and try out that... ooh.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Hello. What's this then? Elevator. Yo, alright. Liking this.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Very cool.
The Stanley
Kinda
Parable
does,
Ultra
yeah,
Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You love to
Oh,
see
well,
it.
this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I want to go that way. Stop this now. I don't... Frank? I want to keep going. There's another set of rails right there. Fine. Can I go this way? No. I climb this fence? No.
Okay, so far it's an elevator.
I like this
Nothing
elevator.
special yet,
Doesn't look
but
very
I'm sure
safe.
it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Hello?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley.
There we go. I'm just trying to think of a funny Twitch stream title. Alright. There we go. That ought to get some... Alright, what is this?
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Alright. Up, up. Can I jump out? No. This is, honestly, I don't know. I don't like this. This is bad content. This is bad new content so far. This is not selling me. It wasn't so great. Kinda just broke the whole feel of the previous parts of the game.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
This is pretty
if
bad.
This is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
3 years making the jump circle.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it.
Here?
I'm ready for whatever it is.
What the fuck is this nonsense? Can I climb this? Can I climb this? What is this?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Wow, this is...
No frills, no gimmicks.
I'm sorry, is
just
this
you
the
and
whole...
me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
No. I say go fuck yourself. That's not... There's no... No. Oh. Mr. Man? Hello? You paid 25 bucks. There's no way that all that you get is a rock song and... Oh god. You poor bastard. Oh, that's a nice picture. That place looks fun.
Psst! Stanley!
What's up?
Come over here! In the vent!
Alright.
I want to show you something!
What's up, man? Alright, what you got for me? Oh. Oh.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
Yeah.
Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Oh,
just
God,
our
my
little
frame
secret.
rate.
Take a look.
Motherfucking goddamn, dude, my FPS.
I call it
Ugh.
the memory zone.
That gateway
It's
is
where I've
really
installed
laggy.
all
What the
my
fuck?
favorite memories, so I can relive the peak
Oh, God.
experiences of my life whenever I
Dude,
want.
I'm gonna be honest. Your
Experiences
brain is
like the
very
launch
high
of the
res. Can
Stanley
you turn down the
Parable on
graphics?
PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Memory Lane, Stanley Parable. Very nice. $1. One single dollar. Can I play the game on the TV? Oh, for real? Yeah, I need to turn down the graphics. God damn, this place is this is a bit bad. Quality profile. Let's turn it down to medium. Thank you. Whatever. We'll play it like this. It's fine. You love the low FPS content, don't you? That's what you come here to see. Low
And
frames.
over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie.
Anti-aliasing. I don't know, let's turn it down to not.
Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created."
Hello?
Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game
What the
ever
fuck are you
created.
talking
That's
about?
how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley
No,
Parable
it wasn't.
was.
What do you mean?
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3.
Hello?
It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
This person
It's no games at all.
something.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
Kind of facts,
It's
though,
just
kind
a
of facts.
husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Ooh. I want to go down here. This place seems fun. Can I go here? No? That's a shame. Hoping I would get to make some choices. Person of the year. Okay.
Here's
Whatever
another
that-
moving passage, this time from
Nice.
GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9
Very
out of
interesting.
10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was
Well,
perfect.
obviously not.
It
It
didn't
got a
need
9 out of
anything
10.
else. It didn't need
See,
new
10
content.
out of 10 would have been perfect.
It just needed to be left alone.
No, you're an
To
idiot.
spend the rest of time collecting
You don't
dust
get
in
it.
the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
This guy is so stupid, man. I don't get it. Can I climb this? Can I climb this? I want to climb this. I want to get up there. I'm realizing that I'm really developing a bad habit with Fallout games, where I just want to
These were
climb in
simpler
everywhere.
times, Stanley.
I go
What
down
I
here,
wouldn't
there
give
we
to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on.
Oh.
I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Let's go see.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Fuck Livia,
I'm
you
trying to be
spitting
funny.
facts though. Oh,
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable,
You should say
but the
Big
game is already
Chungus.
such a densely layered web
No, no,
of
no.
profound philosophical
No
insights
no
that I
philosophy,
can't even
Big
imagine
Chungus.
where I'd have the room to stick them.
just make fart noises. It's great. Why is it raining down here? Hello? Hello, that looks like a positive review. Can we look at that?
Okay, let's see what this one says.
Oh.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
You kind of are,
You can
bub.
tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
You
Oh,
kind of
goodness.
are.
This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
Your mom.
Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people
There's
down.
team reviews, dude.
Perhaps
No one
the Stanley
cares.
Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh, there's no way back. Great, great. Well, I love that. That I
What's
love
this
to
one
see.
got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well,
Fuck you.
yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these
I don't
negative
know, man.
reviews from the
Doesn't
record.
seem like a
Only
good idea.
positive reviews of the
stop,
Stanley
stop.
Parable. That's my
Oh,
motto today,
God.
and it's always been
What
my
the
motto.
fuck is
I'd
this
do anything
nonsense?
for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay. Whatever you say, bud.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll
Fine.
pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped
I
right
don't
past
want
it.
to.
It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered.
Ooh.
No more listening to me
Secrets?
rambling on and on
Secrets?
and
Hello?
on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on
great.
and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245.
Hello?
Got the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction.
Oh.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but
Okay.
it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's
me
the
press it
power
again.
of the
I wanna
button.
press
The
it
minute
again.
I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay,
you.
welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30,
Good.
45...
Fuck you. Die.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been
Fucking
12
try and
hours.
stop me. Try and stop
You've just
me.
been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but
Yeah.
they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're
The plan's
back.
dead.
Oh,
Let's
my
go.
goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
This has happened
I've
in
been
a
sitting
week?
Here all that time.
My
Just sitting
God.
Here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's all...
Huh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about
That's
us.
cool, bro. Didn't care. Didn't ask. Oh, he's dead. He is dead. Alright, cool. Now I can start my own story. Now I could have an adventure and do whatever the fuck I want to do. Not that he left me with any choices, because he's a fucking prick. Little self-entitled dickhead that he is. Make it stop. Make it stop. I don't like that sound. I don't like...
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves.
Damn.
What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with...
Okay, well, I don't care. I lost interest when he said I'm not mad. You should be mad. Embrace the anger. Next.
The end is never the end, 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 is never...
I don't care. Right, let's have a look around then. Yeah, the button reset. No door back there still. I'm feeling like there's gonna be a door back there at some point. Well, that's not exactly what I, anticipated. Can I climb the wall? Can I? Kind of? Oh, light! Wow, I haven't seen the sun in a long time. Anyway, next. Oh! This is awesome! This is way better than Stanley Parable. Fuck that shit. This is great. Nope, it's all gone again. That sucks. How am I still alive? Weird. Wow. Very interesting. You can keep playing the same horror sound effect again and again. I don't really care. Oh. The building is tilted. Can I skip? Can I skip the Fallout stream now? God damn it, I just can't break away from what I do all the time. Oh, fuck me, that's bright. Christ. I'm glad we turned off the fucking, whatchamacallit. The thing that made the game very, very laggy, because, Christ, if I didn't, I would be crying right now. Ooh, baby. This is kind of cool. I always wanted to wander in the desert aimlessly, and now I can. Army of Darkness? Okay, I don't know what that is, but... Oh. Okay. Really? That's all of the new content?
All of his co-workers were gone.
That's it?
What could it mean?
You paid 25
Stanley
bucks
to
for that loot?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That is what you paid 25 bucks for? You sorry sack of shit? New content, alright.
Oh good, you notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Close the door real quick. Ah, fine. What is it? What do you want? Wait, hold on, what's that? Phone? I love phones. Alright, let's see. Let's see what this game has to offer me. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, very impressive, very impressive.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable
God.
and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original
honestly.
Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
God.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. Hello. And it's
Yes,
never
you
the end
see,
again.
isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up.
Man.
Why, there are so
Yeah.
many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay, man. I'm looking forward to it. Come on. Give me the content.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
It means
but the
that it's
Stanley
Ultra Deluxe.
Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there.
Better,
It's future-oriented.
yes.
It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Alright.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting
Netflix.
concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all
don't
work
know,
itself
man.
out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic
That
than
doesn't
anything
sound too
scientific or
practical.
logical, really. Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new
Button
features.
that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Alright, cool. Where is it? Here? Oh. Alright.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and
Yours
validated
today.
as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
would be-
Isn't that wonderful?
Absolutely hilarious if I press the button and it just replies with like a full address and an IP. His full legal name.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course,
I
in the
see.
final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this
Alright, hold on,
feature.
I'll come back up
Just
the stairs
play
as
along.
Jim.
I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim,
Okay.
sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Okay, let's have a look at this then. Jim Pad for real. Oh, amazing.
Yes, you see?
Incredible.
What a thrill. What a rush. That was
Fuck
you.
this game.
The button described you.
You
Do
paid
it again,
money
do it
for
again.
this, you idiot. Oh, alright, hold on.
Oh, it hits even harder
go
the
home
second
now?
time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this
Oh,
personal
do it again.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away.
No!
Otherwise,
No!
soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Ah, you motherfucker! He took my goddamn... Fuck this guy. This new content sucks. Thank you for the one-bit goblin. Nice orc, very nice orc. He took my gem away, for real.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the
I
Stanley
don't know, that
Parable
sounds
too.
boring. What
That
is
would
this?
actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
That is pretty based. That would be based. What's in here? Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't
No,
it, Stanley?
no.
Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
A whole new office. Wow, that looks nice. That looks snazzy. Yeah, that too is great. Red is the new orange. Yeah, that looks very nice. You have to red, yes. God. Was that me? No, that's the game. Okay. New features, new content, new ideas. Yeah, sure. Go for it, man. What's this then? Infinite hole. What the fuck? Free achievement. Alright, well I don't really care. I'm just gonna explore. There's another wall of twos. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. Can you find them? Collect them all. I don't know.
Collectibles. Now
What the
it's a
fuck?
real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
That sounds like a great time. Fuck yeah, dude. Game for the PS Vita and call it Stanley Portable. Haha, that would be funny for real. Yeah, dude, number go up. It's great. Wow. Amazing. Oh.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
It is. Oh. I was hoping there'd be another one in here so I could make the number go up even more. New achievement. Okay. I would like an achievement. Feel like I do. Okay, it just works, alright.
Now here's something special.
I will
You
sip.
remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's a Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will
Shut up,
happen.
don't refer to me as a gamer. I want it. Give me the fucking, give me the achievement, buddy. Come on. Come on. Can I crank it? I want the achievement. Come on. You fuck. I can't believe this. This is nonsense. Alright, whatever. Okay, start walking away then. Just modify the game files? Yeah, no thanks. I'm modifying the game files? That would be cheating.
What else?
Okay.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons.
Yeah, that sounds
But I'm
great.
undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I'd say, I think get well.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Yeah.
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Damn. Alright, man, that's fair. Can I have this one, though? Nice balloons, though. Very nice.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No,
Go back.
I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Alright, man. You do you, man. I don't fucking... I'm gonna tell you how to do your job, but... Confused little man. That's a lot closer to Stanley than I ever thought I wanted to get. Merchandise. Let's see what you got. What are you selling me, bud? No comments on this? Alright. Let's see. Oh, that's the button that says gym again. Alright. Hold on. Reassurance bucket. Alright, well, I'm gonna check that out. Can I scan that QR code? QR code? Huh? Oh, that! Go for it, man. I'm gonna assume that you got it. Because if you didn't, then you're just slow.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
It was confusing? It was pretty
engendered a
straightforward.
chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Well, who that kind of baby man played the game and was like,
This
game is too confusing.
Like
what?
Calm
Hello?
and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
Give me the bucket. Give me the motherfucking
It's a much
bucket.
more convenient solution
Becky,
for
the bucket.
me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Oh, I swore.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Well, thank you, man.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Can't wait. So, I'm sorry, hold on. Am I understanding correctly that this is this just...
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Hold on. So, what are you telling me? Are you telling me that they made a DLC, an Ultimate Edition, to advertise a sequel? Hello? Am I not getting the joke here? Jim in. I would like to press this. This way. Epilogue. Yeah, we haven't gone down the epilogue. I kind of triggered it and then I just left because fuck him. Well, now I have my bucket, so now I'm feeling safe. So now we can progress. Setting world champion. No, you motherfucker. Alright, well the epilogue is cringe. Hold on, there is the jump pit and the infinite hole, I think, that we were promised. This bucket is making me very uncomfortable. I do not enjoy the bucket. Infinite hole charm, huh? It's an achievement. I'm sure it is.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down
I beg
forever.
to differ.
That's right.
I got this in
Infinite
Superliminal.
fall.
I got an infinite falling
You can fall
hole.
until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Well...
You
I mean,
see,
I got this from
isn't it
Superliminal,
wonderful?
so like
One
this
of my
isn't
more
much in
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top and we can continue onward.
No, thank you. I think I would rather fall for another unlimited.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport
There's gonna
button
be
to
a
go back
bottom
to the
because
top.
it's not complete
Maybe
yet,
do
right?
it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
It's not infinite. I'm gonna die. Bet. Fuck you. I have my bucket.
Okay,
I have
Stanley.
fate.
I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your
Oh my
definition
God,
of
shut up.
infinity.
Yes, the
From
bottom.
one perspective,
Hallelujah.
the infinite is merely philosophical in nature.
Oh.
It's more of a...
Hi.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
I
Look,
am.
I think the issue here is just
Who's
that
been
you're
smoking
unusually
2D
fascinated
cigarette
by
PNGs
falling.
down here?
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
You're mad.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't
No,
mean.
fuck you. I
Why
meant
don't we
everything I
just put
said. You're a
all
piece
this
of shit.
behind us and agree to just call the hole
No.
mostly infinite?
No.
If that works for you,
No.
then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top
No.
of the hole and we can move on. I'll
No.
just be up here when you're ready.
No, thank you. I will stay down here because I hate you. I hate you, Mr. Man. You, fuck you. You, fuck you. Fuck you, Mr. Man. Wow, this is incredible.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Mostly infinite hole. Okay, buddy. Alright. Can I go... Was it the narrator ever to do to me? Well, it's simple. He told me what to do, and I don't like that. There's a gap in the railing. Come on, let me jump. Right. So where am I going now? We've seen all of this stuff. I guess I haven't gone to the jump circle. But I don't...
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2
Oh
as
my
well.
God.
It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yes.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
That screen is very bad looking, I'm gonna be real with you. Alright, so... where to next? Because as much as I love to give him shit for, telling me what to do, I'd actually kind of appreciate a sense of direction right about now. I feel like maybe the map will enlighten us, maybe. Oh, what's back here? Like, we were here. Right, so we've done jump circle, the map, the free achievement, the button, the merch, the settings, world champion, sure. The Stanley Parable bucket, office decorations, epilogue, collectibles, infinite hole, and then the exit. Where's the exit? Exit. I am here, so the exit is this way? Yes. Okay. Good. All very well. I would love to exit now.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah.
Ready to move on now?
Yeah. What is this? Want that. Alright. We got it. We going. We grooving. We vibing. Alright.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay. How do I get down there?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's
That looks
sort
pretty
of...
good.
Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
I don't know. It looks pretty good to
Okay,
me.
yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
This is alright.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This
Can I
isn't
get
a
in?
coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Yeah.
Wait,
Exactly.
maybe
Give me
that's
some
it.
choices.
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With
Yeah.
respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Yeah.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Ultra Deluxe. Ultra Deluxe.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Right. Show me. Oh. Well, this is snazzy. This is snazzy. Begin the game. Yeah. Alright, alright, alright. What are we getting here? Let's see.
This
I
is the
won't skip.
story
I
of a
won't skip.
man named Stanley.
Yeah.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
Balloons. Love
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a
Yeah,
monitor on
yeah.
his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
Right.
how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Okay, well,
And
this
Stanley
is...
was happy.
We've seen this before.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
huh?
Something that would forever change
Sure.
Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour
Yeah.
when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this
Interesting.
complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Ah! Oh, I'm playing the game. Alright. Oh, I love the balloons.
All of his co-workers were
Great.
gone.
Can I
What could it
untie
mean?
these?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Be back.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
Yeah,
trace
really
of his
no here.
co-workers.
Okay. Strange. Very peculiar. Oh, my bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I like how the sound is different on the voice lines that are added in later. That's very nice. I'd like more choice. I'd like more freedom. I want to just break out. There's just garbage on the ground everywhere here, dude. This place is a mess. Alright.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Fuck you,
But Stanley
dick.
had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Yes, this bucket is smart. I will now go climb back on top of my plant. Just like the good old days.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand
It
adventure.
was.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right. Then walking to the lounge. Then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
What a great bucket. I climbed this box. I climbed the box. Epic.
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home.
What if I go for the confusion?
But
ending
finally,
with
the bucket
Let's
was
see what
done
happens.
being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Let's do this. Let's see what happens here. I'm kinda curious to see what happens here.
Oh, good Stanley, I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Okay.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this
Yeah.
bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm
This
the
is
one who
clever.
gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
I like
Don't you want
this.
another story involving the Adventure Line?
do.
We
I
could
really
make the
do.
Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want.
Let's
do it.
Yeah, baby. Adventure Line Part
Whee!
2.
Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh,
Yes.
and it played some silly music as well.
Yes, this is fantastic. I love this.
How about Samuam Zomboid?
We could do that
Pochem.
later, but right now I'm
Now,
enjoying
this
this
is
content.
what the Stanley Parable
This
is all
new
about.
content.
Don't you remember all those great
But
jokes from the
appreciate the bit.
original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
Yes.
But if we want to do
Yes.
that, you're going to have to give something
No.
up.
No. Oh, fuck
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
Fine, I'll get rid of the
That's
fucking
why
bucket.
I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
T-racist
This
the podcast.
is the Bucket Destroyer.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition
I'll
to
do
the
it.
rich lore of
Just
the
open
Stanley
it. I'll do
Parable.
it.
True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Yeah. That's great.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
No, let's find
Surely
out.
you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley.
Okay.
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Goodbye, bucket. Go.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
I wanna
Destroying
give it
buckets
to him,
is
man.
all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer,
jump
you'd
into
see
it.
that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this
stressing
game
me out,
can you
man.
even say that
You're
about?
stressing
The
me
Broom
out.
Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring
Oh,
for
God.
after this. Okay, the
yelling.
Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We
You-
can't
you're
get back to the
stressing me
classic
out,
Stanley
man.
Parable
You're
characters
stressing me
like the
out.
Adventure Line
You're
or the
stressing
Bucket
me out.
Destroyer until you
You're
crush
stressing
that
me
damn
out, man.
bucket.
Relax.
Quickly now.
Relax.
The fans
Stop.
are waiting. Do it,
Stop.
the fans,
Stop.
Stanley. Give the
Stop.
fans
Stop.
what they want.
Stop.
Hurry and...
Stop. Oh.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had
Master
so much
builder.
potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were Magnificent.
That was a terrible defeat. Truly a sob-worthy ending, but like, can I still get the line? I missed the line.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Exactly.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Wrong.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Bucket.
Good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking
honestly,
to him.
I'm gonna say,
it should have alarmed him,
bucket.
of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket
Suck
asked.
my ass. Yeah, bucket this, motherfucker. What's the matter?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Yeah? Well, what are you going to do
Stanley,
to stop
how
me?
could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Hello?
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Please don't
this
lobotomize
misunderstanding
me.
could have dire consequences
God,
on the
he's gonna
entire rest
lobotomize
of the
me.
game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Okay.
Please, step in here for a moment.
Sure. I'll step in here. What do you want? What do you want from me, Mr. Man? What are you gonna explain to me, bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Interesting, interesting.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Doesn't look to be.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
A 3D printed recreation of a bucket? That actually would count as a bucket in my opinion, but... Well, because I'm not very smart, I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
I see.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Obviously.
What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor.
Can I get on
it's
that?
An enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I wanted to take the tractor, honestly. A safety tractor feels nice.
Is this a bucket?
Yes. I've answered this before.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Is it? Alright.
Item 6.
No.
Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Huh? Maxie fell asleep to my relaxing stream of me yelling at the narrator.
I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Mr. Guy Man, where's the item? You're not... That was nice. Fucking sleep. No, no bucket.
Yes, thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that
Well, I
makes
hope you
it
enjoyed
sound
your
like
nap,
I'm saying
Max.
everything is a bucket, which of course is not true.
Everything is bucket.
Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Even though I answered no to like 90% of those, I'm gonna say
what?
yes.
I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
Good.
What is a bucket? What
Fuck
isn't
you.
a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
I don't know, man, but that is something a bucket
Stanley,
would
I
say.
can't keep doing
Yes.
this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid
Your
the bucket
bucket.
is threatening to tear our relationship
What a
apart.
time to come
I
back,
can't have
Max.
that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to
The
erase
bucket
all
game.
buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Okay.
No!
Here we go.
Fuck you, man.
What happened? Is everything gone?
Oh my
How
god.
did everything disappear?
Oh my
Wait,
god, everything
was
is a bucket.
everything a bucket?
You
Every single
fool.
thing in the game was
You
a bucket.
idiot. You
My
simple-minded
God, I had no idea.
imbecile.
How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket
Damn.
either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
The world is a bucket.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't
No
change the
bucket.
fact that we haven't got a
No
game.
bucket?
So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets.
Yes.
Okay?
Give me the buckets.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else,
I think
maybe
that
don't
I'm
mention
not
that.
a bucket.
Who knows what that information might do to a person. All right,
That's a good
here
one.
we go.
Here we go. Okay. Now we get to do this all the fun stuff again.
All of his
new
co-workers
content.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Yoink.
Perhaps he had... The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away
Yes.
as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
This way. Nothing? No commentary?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Right, let's do
Perhaps
this.
his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
The line was a bucket.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel
Trademark
that,
as a
can't you?
bucket.
The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go
Trying
with
to
the other
take my
cleaning
bitches.
supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
I'm kind of enjoying
Can't
this,
handle that.
honestly.
Oh, no.
I hate to give
Getting
in
into
to...
name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
My bucket.
Stanley, I never liked this broom
I
closet for a
could,
variety
but I
of
don't
reasons.
wanna.
But even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting
Oh my
friends.
god.
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the
Like,
rich
fuck your
emotional
mom.
landscape of your feelings for the bucket
For real,
as they
broom
have
closet is
changed and
kinda bad
evolved
now.
over the years. Let him have it.
Fuck your mom while your dad was watching.
Okay, I
Yeah,
got you
poop,
something
huh?
which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Huh?
There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
My bucket. This is excellent. This is what
all
the
right,
people
I've got
want.
a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
That's great. I love that.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
This is great. This is great. I'm pimping this out. 2 hours of the Dirk stream, meaning
you know what?
Missed like
I could
most
take
of
the
it.
name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
I stretched. Hold on. Ow, my fucking thumb, bitch. Alright, cool. Anyway. No? Alright, let's continue our story.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay. I will check my posture. Is there anything interesting I can do in the bathroom with the bucket? Can I just...
Oh! You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these. Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Yes.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Yes. To be rich is it a crime to commit crimes and rich? No, this is pretty whack. Your mode. Alright. What we got? Oh, input. Alright, we've inputted. Let's see what's in the elevator. Maybe there's something new going on in here. Or is it just a fakey shake machine? Alright, well, fuck this shit, man. I'm out of this elevator. This is some nonsense right here. Alrighty.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light, but Stanley guessed the correct
I am gonna go eat and zomboid at
Was it the
2-1-1.
bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
We'll see.
Yes,
I mean, if I've
this
still
is
got
certainly
shit
the
to
most
do in this
logical
game, then no, but
explanation.
we'll see. We will see. Alright, let's see what's going on in here then. Oh, Stanley!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This,
Thank you for
you
the
know,
bit.
there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini
Stanley
stands.
figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I
love
like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Alright, we got half. We gotta get all of them. It's, you know, completion. I'm going down to the place.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
I'm sure this
The
bucket
bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will be. I'm gonna go this way now.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we did, huh?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
There,
What horrible
figurine
secret
down
did
there?
this
No.
place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I go. Hup, hup, hup. Bop.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was
bucket.
being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It will be fine. I have the bucket. How can this not be
Was
fine?
the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as
No.
well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first
Oh
place?
my god.
These questions raced furiously
Mind
in
controlling
Stanley's
my
feeble
bucket,
mind.
my precious bucket.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never!
No.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this
Stanley
point,
had no
he could
friends.
trust no one except for the bucket.
All
But
right.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
5.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
I will
And as the
liberate the
cold
people
reality
now.
of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery
Stanley decided that this machinery.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
Damn.
Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine.
fucking
Freedom
God.
was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Nice.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the
Hello?
end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was
That
one
sounds
they'd
terrible.
lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Oh no.
What? Wait. What was happening?
Oh no.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty,
Oh,
until finally
no.
the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to
No.
part with the bucket.
You won't get my
No,
fucking
no,
bucket,
no.
you fat
Stanley can't leave this
motherfucker.
place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this
Oh,
very
great.
room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley
Isn't
thought to
it?
himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
And then they released the hyenas into the room. Okay. I will now
All of
pick
his
up the bucket
co-workers were
again.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. Maybe there's something interesting.
No matter how
up
hard
there.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
How did
trace
we
of his
climb up
co-workers.
Here? Yeah. Wait, this is just the same shit again.
At
isn't
first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard the...
it? Begin the game again. Huh? Very interesting. Oh, I don't know, bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his
Now
arms
we go
again,
down
he was
there.
home.
Now let's go see if they have thought of people like me who are intellectual enough to grab the bucket.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last,
Yes.
out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger. Of hope
Becky
and
the
redemption,
bucket,
and its
man.
crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
Damn.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This
I'm
is
starting
so
to
stupid!
relate
Why
to
are we
Stanley a
even
lot
doing
more all of a
this?
sudden.
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold
Oh,
power,
no.
its fangs glistening like...
Oh. Oh. That doesn't
My
sound...
God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today.
Yes,
Come,
yes.
let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
There's walls. Oh.
All of his
Well,
co-workers were
that's a
gone.
dead bucket.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
My favorite.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his
I
left.
did. I will go, Oh god. Trust the completionist instinct. How can we find them? There'll be a reward for finishing them all. Mission status. Large room, lots of boxes. Alright. Stairs, some are both red and blue. Alright. I think I get it. But that requires a bit of a grind.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yoink.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I'm so good at this game. Alright, anyway.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He
Back to
considered the
dying.
possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
just-
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket
There
in his
we go.
arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket.
Yes.
The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Oh no.
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh,
gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
Flying,
Where is
man.
it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Come on, let's go.
Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Gotta fucking
Could
get
it
the
truly
speed
be?
up.
He rushed forward from room to
Oh,
room,
God.
passing by one bucket after
God.
the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Oh no.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was
Please.
the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named
God.
Mariella.
Alright. Yeah.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
The bucket was taken from
Perhaps
me,
he
man. I
even
didn't have no
realize
say
he'd
in it.
forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Oh my god, this is great. I love this. The bucket world. Oh boy.
All of his co-workers
Let's
were
see
gone.
what other endings we
What
can
could
bucket.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
For real.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct
Yeah,
way to
yeah,
the
yeah,
meeting
yeah,
room.
yeah.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind.
So we want to go to
was
the
wrong.
red and blue
Stanley
door
took the door on his left
and the
to go
room with
back
a lot
to the
of
meeting room.
boxes, i.e. this one.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Let's go.
You're getting
Yo.
close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Yes.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we
Yes.
have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlarines. None of us can.
For real. This truly is a society that we live in. Huh? Hello, vent shaft. What the fuck? Hello? I oh no. He's been a tape recorder all along.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense.
I wonder if this is even here
There's
without the
no
bucket.
explanation for it.
We can check it out though.
Haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
Bucket.
Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Hello?
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour.
That sounds like
with the
prostitution,
bucket.
bub. I'm not too keen on that.
It's my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get...
Oh.
What's that? Who's there?
Holy shit, this game is intense.
Camporata.
Damn. Oh my god, Five Nights at Freddy's? Wow. Wow, it really is Five Nights at Freddy's. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I think that was the wizard.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hold on.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna take the bucket with me, and then we'll try
today?
after.
The bucket asked.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the
Stanley
meeting
does not
room.
care.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Stanley
telling
has
him
better
that the
ideas.
employee lounge was simply the place to be. And
Stanley
here
got
it
places
was.
to be,
Had the
man.
bucket
No,
turned out to
no,
be
it did
correct?
not.
Was it? No, never mind.
Frank.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Yes.
No, said the bucket.
We go on the
Don't
lift.
go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good,
said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I'm sure he did.
In here,
said the bucket.
go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed
Yeah, sure,
blindly.
that sounds like a great plan. What?
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
pick up.
Hello?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Oh, am I controlling this? Oh. Where's the bucket, man? The fucking bucket, man. What? Jump out of the window. Death, death, death. This has, okay. No collision there. Oh, bucket. Yes.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
I'm sure it is, but like, hello? Where do I go? I'm lost. Oh, bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Al.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley!
No,
can you
can't
hear
stop
me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't
you
think.
Can't stop
it
me.
Can't talk.
This is my bucket.
All it will ever truly
Fuck
do
you.
for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it.
No.
It doesn't do anything else.
My bucket. Yes, don't listen to the loud man.
You see, he's not listening.
Yeah, DNC.
He's still taking orders
bucket.
from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me
I never
he
took
trusted and
orders
listened
from you,
to.
bub.
Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Wow, that's just rude. Hell
It's
yeah.
sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Oh, he's getting sucked into it. I go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
Doesn't
it's just
it?
a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
It's awesome.
Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
It is a great bucket. Okay.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
Sounds like a personal
Why do I feel
problem.
some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just
You're
a
just
regular
mad.
bucket?
Okay.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No.
Damn. Well,
What's
isn't
going
this
on?
seductive?
Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket.
No,
give it to
you.
me. Give
Fuck
me
you.
the bucket, Stanley.
Fuck you.
I need it.
Fuck
give
you.
it to me now. Give it
Fuck
or
you.
I'll...
Okay. I forget. How did we get the red and blue doors? Oh. Oh. Okay. Hello? What the fuck is this? Oh. This is great. This I enjoy. This is great. This is magnificent. This is absolutely amazing. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Now this is video gaming. This is what it's all about. This is what it's always been about. Pressing buttons. Just all of the buttons must be pressed. All of the buttons I shall press. This is fantastic. Well, okay. Well, I think I've had enough of the button room. I think we will start again. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Were they?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps a good
Yoink.
bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket. A bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the
I'm gonna
meeting
do the
room.
thing we
But
just
Stanley
did
had
again.
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
But
that
I'm
the
gonna-
employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind.
Lol.
The bucket was wrong.
Idiot.
Stanley took the door on his left to
Nope.
go back to the meeting room.
Pranked him.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere
I
else.
wanna go back
the
here.
cargo lift, yes. Go. Good.
said the bucket.
I'm gonna go
now
do
ride
this
the
right
lift
again.
all the way to the
There's-
top. There's something up there I need you to do.
I forgot that
Stanley
there
did
was
not
something I had to
question
do up
why
there.
or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
This is a bucket moment bottom text.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Wow.
Now pick up the phone. Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke?
I don't
it's
get
funny,
the
Stanley.
joke.
A talking bucket.
I don't get it.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Okay,
It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Come on, show me... Oh.
What is comedic timing?
Okay.
What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
Yes.
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is
Loud
yes.
equals funny.
Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body.
Buddy,
these are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
With the funny. I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threatened our very existence and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Do not reprint or redistribute.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Sure, let's go. Let's see your comedic timing, bub. I'll get on the left. Oh, I'm not allowed to jump off it anymore?
This time,
I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The
funny.
king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
He's bad at doing the funny. He not funny. He not good at funny at all. Okay, Mr. Man, teach me the ways. Also, one of my stickers is off the bucket now. I'm sad.
Here we go. You ready?
Okay.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Did they? Did they really?
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading
I'm
back
sorry.
to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is
sorry.
all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all
sorry.
your fault, Stanley.
I'm
going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint.
You didn't
Are you
tell
proud
me
of
what to
yourself for
do,
bringing me down,
man.
Stanley? Are you proud?
Oh.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Yes, they did.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back.
I'm gonna... Oh.
Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back.
You fucking try and stop me, bitch.
Here we
Fine,
go.
Fine,
You ready?
Fine,
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Yeah, there we go. Oh. Well, this is... Saves a lot of time.
We're back at the phone already?
Interesting.
No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp.
For real.
I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video.
Oh, God.
Again.
No.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
No.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
I don't get it.
Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley.
Hello?
I've heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No?
What?
Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
This guy knows his stuff.
No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes.
Bucket
I need
game.
more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy
Oh,
again.
God.
More instructional videos.
Bucket game.
Let's see.
Oh. Hello? Oh?
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
What? That seems fine. Everything seems fine. What's the problem? You okay, Mr. Man? You struggling? Need a bucket?
The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Figure out where to go.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the... And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Areas were both red and blue. I did not collect all of the collectibles yet. I don't know where I would get those. I don't remember where the red and blue door come into play.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Was it? No, it wasn't the confusion ending.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What was this thing called?
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
Oh my God.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Okay, I did
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
I'm sure he did.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
The bucket is guiding me.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical
I'm sorry to hear that, Max. Hold on, actually. Let's just restart. Because there's nothing interesting. We've already seen what happens if I go down there with the bucket.
Already this was uncomfortable. And Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
No bucket, nothing.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
So what does the vent do me now? Is it just more talk of El Bouquet?
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
Damn.
What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do.
For real.
Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
No. Interesting. It's nothing. Nothing at all, Mr. Guy Man. Hold on, let's try to do the funny. Because if I remember
when
correctly,
Stanley came to a set of two open
the
doors,
bucket
this was
changed
not the
what
correct way
happened
to the meeting
when I jumped
room,
off
and
the lift.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
Yeah, he really does not feel like commenting on it.
To get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Just so
Look,
far
Stanley, I think
off the
perhaps we've
beaten
gotten
path.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
Shut up.
I'm not.
Shut up,
I
Mr.
realize
Guy,
that
man. I
investing
don't
your
care.
trust in someone else
I
can
don't
be
care.
difficult, but the fact is that the
This
story
shit
has
don't
been about
matter.
nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Frank.
Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have
Fuck
zero
you.
consideration for others? Are you
Nope.
that convinced
Not
that I want
one.
something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you,
No
to
buckets
show you
at this
something
point.
beautiful.
There we go.
Look,
All right,
let me
where
prove
is
it.
Eh.
Let me prove
Eh.
that I'm on. And there it is.
Yes.
The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Yeah,
Savor this
baby.
moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
Yes.
Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Yeah, we're done here. That's it. That's the show. Oh, I think the game crashed from me quitting. Yeah, Clown, we got the last figurine and we're gone. Bitch.